Okay, so welcome back. Oh, great. That was great. I just so much enjoyed it first time. I've spoken to lots of people, and yeah, you all seem to like it too, so we're going to do some more. Second half was a little bit shorter. We're going to aim not to go on too late, so I'll just give you a couple of little poems just to get it started. My sister gave me an elephant for my room. I said, thank you. She said, don't mention it. This is called, as Kierkegaard might have said, there are any philosophers here, get the reference. Ring a roses, a pocket full of posies, entropy, entropy, the planet drifts into the meaningless universe, and give up now, really. Anyway, you might have heard a very quiet person over here, who occasionally you might just hear a laugh if you listen very carefully. This person studied the flying, these are true facts. This person studied the flying trapeze. She swam in Antarctica. She's a new and exciting writer, and her name is Laura Muka.
And over 150 anthologies.
They're all yellow, because I only like to be published in yellow. They lie there, lazy piles of fluff that frankly do not do enough to warrant taking up that space on almost every human face. Your eyeballs see, your forehead frowns, earlobes happily hang around, your nostrils smell and molars chew, but what, I ask, do eyebrows do? This is a poem called Dear Ugly Sisters. Dear Ugly Sisters, bread's been baked, veggies are chopped, salt in the pan, kitchen's been mopped, skirt's been washed, hoovered the floor, took out the bins, polished the door, cleared up the bathroom, cleared up the sink, washed all your socks, still really stink. Ironed the laundry, folded the sheets, serviced the car, hid the receipt, dog for a walk, cat to the vet, married a wonderful prince that I met, leaving tonight, so good luck with the chores, I'm dropping my apron and keys by the door. From Cinderella. I wanted to write a poem about something I care about very deeply. This is a poem called Sweetest Thing. Chocolate, sweets, I hate the lot. Nothing hits the spot like broccoli. That sprouting green's the sweetest thing I've ever seen. Oh wait, hang on. Ever seen, ever tasted, ever cooked? Oh, broccoli, you got me hooked. This is a poem I wrote at 3 in the morning. It's called Chop, Rewrite. And I'm going to read a bit, sorry. I'll edit this poem, chop, rewrite, to make sure the meter and rhyme are just right. Editing into the night. I'll edit this poem, tweak, review, cut out a word and then add something new. Stop, rewind, there's something not right. Editing into the night. That's it, I've finished. I've chosen each sound, I've marked out the meter, I've been quite profound. Now I am done, I have finished. Not quite. There's still more to do and I'll do it tonight. One more amendment, the end is in sight. I edit alone in the flickering night, the flickering light of a withering candle late into the night. Till I stop, give up, because try as I might, there's something about this that just doesn't feel right. And editing into the night is a useless endeavour. I turn out the light, because that's it, I'm finished. No, not quite. I used to be a lawyer. And this is my last poem, and it's a reflection on life as a lawyer. It's called Don't Stop. sleep, wake, wash, make, eat, walk, train, talk, Facebook, quick look, work hard, discard, eat food, good mood, work, stop, walk, shop, iPhone, go home, quick, eat, change, tweet, wash, sleep, clock, beat, don't stop, don't drop, once again from the top.
Somebody who once got locked, who once met the Archbishop of Canterbury in a cupboard, it's Jandy!
Perfectly true, I did meet the Archbishop of Canterbury. It was Runcie, actually. He had enormous feet. Enormous feet, and there was only just room for his company. It was a mildly embarrassing experience. Was his hide and seek? Sorry, was his hide and seek? That would have been much more fun. Unfortunately, it wasn't, no. I'm going to read one of these poems from Reaching the Stars, which was written with McKenna Morgan and the lovely Liz Brownlee. And this is a poem called June 1963, and it's about Valentina Tereshkova, who was the first woman to orbit the Earth, to go into space. And because I'm old enough to remember all these things, I remember vividly the photograph of Valentina Tereshkova that we saw all the time, and this iconic photograph of this woman with this space helmet, smiling. Valentina smiles. From Vostok 6, the world looks fragile. Somewhere down there, the Volga flows. Her father drives his tractor, and her mother's working in the cotton mill. Valentina smiles, fills in her logbook, checks the instruments, watches the lovely Earth as she resolves in steady orbit. Valentina smiles, alone for 3 days, circling and circling our planet. The sky is black and full of stars. Valentina smiles. We watch her on TV. Millions of us see that smile and wonder what she's thinking. Valentina smiles. She dreams of parachutes, round as the domes of jellyfish, of diving through the sky, borne up by curved white silk. She falls in love with space and smiles. One of the really interesting things about that is that she told her mother that she was going on a parachute course, when in fact she was going to orbit the Earth. So her mother found out where her daughter was, the same as the rest of the world did, which is a bit strange. Right, well, this next poem is a poem about sex and death. And it is, of course, a children's poem. It's called Mammoth Tasks, or Why the Mammoth Became Extinct. Eat grass. Eat more grass. Rub tusks on tree trunk. Eat grass. Make huge hairy trumpeting noise with my lovely mammoth trunk. Attract beautiful lady mammoth. Make mammoth music together. Make baby mammoth so that mammoth kind will never vanish from the earth. Later. Right now. Eat grass. Right, I'm hoping that the technology, this is not going to let me down. This is not a children's poem. I now live as happily in number 3 Vicarage Street. My husband lives in number 2 Vicarage Street. It's a very good arrangement. And
Is that on the opposite side of the road?
The opposite side of the road is the graveyard. I kid you not. And this, as you can see, I've got my specs on, and I need to have my specs on for reading things. And this poem is about when you don't have your specs on for reading things, and it's called Inconsequential Events in Sidmouth. Because I was not wearing my glasses, I thought it said the proper way to eat a frog. Because I was not wearing my glasses, the coin slipped into a knot slot and rolled, and there was never a single thought of figs, though I frequently think of figs. Their fatness, their blue purpleness, their red seedy flesh. Oh, and that scene from the film of Women in Love, all tongues and sex at some alfresco meal that was definitely not a cream tea. Because I was not wearing my glasses, I couldn't see the silver skittering towards the drain, though I heard it fall, followed it with my unlensed eyes. Complete waste of time. And then suddenly I did think of figs. I could almost smell them, feel their cool kid skin against my lips, and remembered Alan Bates and Eleanor Bron, in that garden at that not cream tea table, and how ridiculous that I ever thought there was or there might be a proper way to eat a frog. And now, how shall I pay for my parking with all my coins sunk in storm drains which might serve frogs but ruin figs? And I really do need my glasses because...
Another poem from Mr. Hardy-Dawson.
Well, this is my book, but this poem is not in this book. It's just, it's very tatty, so I'm hiding it in this book. It's called A Dark Tale. Once on a moonless, starless night, in the total absence of light, where the clouds hung heavy as bricks, in a mist so thick it could stick under the drip, drip, drip of a creaking, crumbling bridge, dank below the grimy, grassy banks, and jet shadows of blank water, the black and greasy river beneath, the deep, deep, deep rocking of the cold and murky drift of faceless ghosts of sleeping fish, down further still than silent dreams of slimy pebbles, gloomy weeds. It was so very, very dark. Now, a few years back, some friends brought their toddler round to our house, and he was just at that stage, I'm sure you've all been through it, where he's doing a step, he's doing a step. He said his first word, Look at him, now he can wave. And I thought, well, that's all very well, but he's not quite so famous. So this is called When I Was Famous. For a while, when I was small, I was famous. Friends and relatives queued to see tiny me. My first words were so profound I was called on to repeat them. And I'm told I performed brilliantly. My crawling caused applause, I remember. Reported down the phone to every family member. How could I know that it would end when I stopped being little? But fame, it seems, is rather fickle.
So next up, you may have seen this book. Ed is he's a poet, he's a musician. Ed Boxall, primarily, I think it's fair to say he's an illustrator. He's a brilliant illustrator anyway. He did this book here, and he did the cover of our Waggiest Tales book. I can tell you that his great-granddad opened and ran the first steam-powered bread mill. It's pretty good, eh? He has a family of badgers in his garden. And he's published about 20 books. He's published about 20 books, publishing a lovely guy, Ed Boxall.
Lovely. I'm going to try it without a mic. I've got to say one thing first. When I feel very slightly embarrassed about, when I illustrated The Waggiest Tales, I hadn't met Liz. Liz was, and the poem about Liz was just a poem about a woman with a dog. So I really wish that the illustration looked like Liz, because then I got to know Liz, and But there we go. Okay, now you're gonna live this poem, because this is a poem about children trying to control themselves and trying to control their laughter. Okay, so this is going to be your laughter. My hand is your laughter. Okay, so if I do that, you stop laughing. If I do this, you're going to laugh very, very quietly. Should we try that? Awesome, I think we've got it. Have you got it, Phil?
No, she's lost it.
So I walk into my son's room. I've got two sons, Sammy and Flynn, a few years ago. I'm sure this has happened to lots of people. I walk in, it's just carnage. Toys all over the floor. They used to have this special game where they just emptied out every single drawer in the room together and spread everything out on the floor. And that was fine, that's not too much of a big deal. But then I see that the other game they were doing was climbing up on the top bunk and just smashing the light. So there you go. It was a really good game. They just smashed all the lights in the bedroom. It's a great game. Okay. We didn't mean to empty out all our toys. We didn't mean to make all that noise. We didn't mean to play football inside. Okay, we did. We did. We did mean to do those things, you're right. But we didn't mean to smash the light. Like a forest fire, it happened so fast. And yes, of course, Dad, we'll sweep up the glass. So now, we're sweeping up. We're sweeping up silently. We're putting our toys away politely and wondering what our punishment will be, and hoping we can keep it as small as possible. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. A little laugh has appeared inside of me. Don't look at me. You'll make it grow. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, no, no. We'll make it 1,000 times worse. I'm trying to frown, but I just want to smirk. Hate this feeling, love this feeling. Love this feeling. Like a firework, this laugh will explode. There's nothing I can do about it now. Here goes. I can see our punishment getting bigger and bigger and bigger in Dad's angry, widening eyes. No screen time for a week. That's all right. Was it worth it? Yeah. I have a book coming out in September that is not yellow, it is purple. I've got a purple book coming out in September, a purpley blue book. It's about all kinds of different friendships. There's so that's in the book, the one I just did, and this is a very different kind of friendship, and it's called The Twilight Dragon. After school, when everyone was tired, when Dad was on his laptop and Mum was on her phone, I'd climb the tree and leave the garden far beneath. The Twilight Dragon was at the top, waiting for me. His feathers would flutter with every sunset colour, pink, magenta, red, yellow and gold. I'd climb up, his heart beating under my hands and feet, and I'd find a strong feather to hold very tightly, and me and the only dragon in the universe would fly silently over the factories and the chimneys of the city to the wide open sea. Far away from the noise and the chatter of my school day, over the horizon to his home behind the sky. I still find him when I'm alone and very silent. I still find him, and me and the only dragon in the universe fly silently
So the one person you haven't yet as yet met, the last of your guests, has been writing for children for a long time. She's written loads and loads and loads of books. She's been in about 150 films. And she went for a walk today because it's lovely the countryside around here, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. And she went for a walk today and got lost. So she was gone for quite a long time. So we're very lucky. It's Andrea Shavick.
Okay, so I'm now going to tell you a true story. This is absolutely true. Okay, my grandma was eaten by a shark, Dad by a killer whale, and my baby brother got slurped up by a rather hungry sea snail. A cuttlefish cut my mum to bits, and an octopus strangled my sister. It's true. And a jellyfish stung my auntie's toes, giving her terrible blisters. And a pufferfish poisoned my grandpa. And a dogfish ate my cat. And then a catfish ate my dog. And I was very upset about that. So you can go for a swim if you like, just don't ask me to come too. I'm staying here with my camera because I can't wait to see what gets you. I'm going to do one little poem. It's basically for anyone who thinks that women or girls should be scared of anything, especially spiders. Little Miss Muffet sat on the tuffet. The poor little spider lay chewed up inside her.
Just look on here. And now, we've got our fantastic transatlantic cousin again, Eric.
Can you do it without the hat?
I can do this one without the hat, but I think I'm going to steal this stool here for John. So we'll put that one there.
Yeah.
Will that,
Oh,
there,
yeah,
John?
that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, diddly-dee. Yeah.
So,
That's the one.
so I kind of have the opportunity to divide my time between being a children's author and a children's songwriter. So I write a lot of songs. I write do a lot of performing as for libraries and festivals, and bring a lot of music to the schools and things like that. And the goal here was to write a song that explained the raccoon. Now I believe you don't actually have raccoons, right? But you know what a raccoon is. They have a black mask across their face. They have rings along their tail. They're actually beautiful critters. They're frequently called the trash panda because they get into the garbage bins. But so we call them the trash panda. But so that's the goal was to write a song that Shel Silverstein might write, that the Water Boys might sing, and describing why the raccoon has a mask and has rings on his tail. And if you learn the chorus, I would love for you to jump in on the chorus. And but don't listen to the phone. There we go. Okay. So. Yeah, there you go. Long time ago, so I'm going to have to change this rhythm here. Sorry, Roger, I'm going to come. It's going to be more like that.
Okay, all right.
That's okay. He had a lot to learn this week. There we go. Long time ago, I've been told the raccoon walked in daylight, looking around for pots of gold, diamonds shining so bright. Ask him, man, he'd tell you, wouldn't it be grand? Chains of gold around my neck and shiny rings upon my hand. Now, in a wood, a castle stood where lived a wizard's daughter, a pleasant child, a gentle smile, hair that flowed like water, clothed in robes of satin, fancy as a queen, and on each finger rings of gold, the finest ever seen. Hey, hey, diddle, diddle, hey, diddle, die, diddle, 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 die, die, diddle, hey, hey, diddle, diddle, hey, diddle, die, diddle, 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 die, die, diddle. You got that right? Late one night, the moon was bright, all the world was sleeping. Raccoon thought the time was right, so he set out creeping through a castle window, silent as a tree. For the task he wore a mask in case he should be seen. Very soon he found a room where lay the daughter snoring. In the glimmer of the moon, the rings he was adoring. He snatched them from the table, sure he couldn't fail. But they were too big for his fingers, so he slipped them on his tail. Hey, hey, diddle, diddle, hey, diddle, die, diddle, 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 die, diddle. Hey, hey, diddle, diddle, hey, diddle, die, diddle, 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 die. Now Raccoon Day had slipped away, the nighttime is cold now. He fell asleep and there he lay, still with the rings he stole now. Morning when the daughter woke to find the ring she wore, she looked around and there she found the raccoon on the floor. The wizard raced into that place, his daughter shocked and pale there. He saw the mask on Raccoon's face, the rings along his tail there. With an incantation that shimmered like the sun, he cast a spell so all could tell the things Raccoon had done. Hey, hey, diddle, diddle, hey, diddle, die, diddle, 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 die, die, diddle. Hey, hey, diddle, diddle, hey, diddle, die, diddle, 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 die, die, diddle. So now, my dears, when he appears, be certain what you'll find there. Know the mask that Raccoon wears is there as a reminder. Once he felt so clever as he crept along the trail. Now he wears a mask forever like the rings along his tail. Hey, hey, diddle, diddle, hey, diddle, die, diddle, 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 die, die. Hey, hey, diddle, diddle, hey, diddle, die, diddle, 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 die, die. I always wanted to hear that song sung, so thank you.
Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, we're nearly at the end of this marathon. I mean, this. So, I also, you may have noticed, play the guitar. And, oh, look, what's happening? What's happening? Anyway, so I'll put it up here, shall Does anyone need the words? Yeah, let's bring it. Words, more words. Anyone, you've got enough words? More words?
Yeah, we need to. I need to.
Okay, someone's got words, you may pick that up.
On the table. Has anybody seen a tambourine?
Yeah, it's on the table. That table.
Yeah, so in a word, professionalism. Yeah, so I was meeting up with these friends I hadn't seen for 45 years, and we were going to make an album. And I wanted some sort of folky songs, and I thought, wouldn't it be great if I asked Sue if she'd got any poems we could maybe use for lyrics for some couple of songs. So she sent me some lyrics, and everybody said, oh, that's quite nice. So, well, maybe we could sing in it too. So this has never been performed in public before. So good luck. And it's the penultimate song, and it's called Charity. Give me the small and simple things, nothing I wish for, much less need. Strings of cowrie shells that sing, a handful of seeds. Don't give me a ring with a ruby stone. Gift me your smile and I'll know. Offer me only useless things that none desire, that none would keep. A crown of feathers, unbound wings, like fallen leaves. Don't give me a vase with a single rose. Hold up your hand and I'll know. Don't give me a ring with a ruby stone. Don't give me a vase with a single rose. Hold out your hand and I'll know. Hold out your hand and I'll know. Bring me the lost, broken things, key with no lock, echoes from weeds, glittering cobwebs, insect stings, the wind in the east. Don't give me your fancy wrapped in gold. Open your heart and I'll know. Bring me your empty, worthless things, dry meadow grass from autumn fields, rusted cans, fallen kings, unsatisfied dreams. Don't give me a card with the words you don't own. Fill them with love and I'll know. Don't give me a ring with a ruby stone. Don't give me a vase with a single rose. Give me your fancy wrapped in gold. Don't give me a card with a word you don't know. Hold out your hand and I'll know. Hold out your hand and I'll know. Don't give me a ring with a ruby stone. Don't give me a vase with a single rose. Don't give me your fancies wrapped in gold. Don't give me a card with a word you don't know. Hold out your hand and I'll know. And I'll know. Hold out your hand and I'll know. Hold out your hand and I'll know. Hold out your hand and I'll know. The masquerade of the children's church. do at these retreats, in the evenings, when the work is done, we sort of sit around and we play songs and we read poems to one another, poems that we've written sometimes, and we just have a good time. Some of you maybe think we drink a lot of red wine, and of course we do. But one of the things we like to do, we like rounds. We like to have fun with rounds. And there are 3 different parts you have to learn. The first part goes, when it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade. When it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade. That's how I start my day. Would you like to all have a go at singing that? 1, 2, 3, 4. When it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade. Toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade. When it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade. That's how I start my day.
Roger, we've got a bunch of professionals.
I know, it's good, isn't it? Okay, so the next bit goes, just a cup of tea. That's enough for me, that's enough for me. With milk and sugar. Just a cup of tea. That's enough for me, that's enough for me. And it goes like this. I can make sure that no, otherwise it will go. Okay. Just a cup of tea. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. With milk and sugar. Just a cup of tea. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Lovely. We'll do that again. And when you do with milk and sugar, you could do Celia with milk and sugar, sort of. And you can sing in a fairly posh voice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a cup of tea. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. With milk and sugar. Just enough of tea. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. And the last part goes like this. I want eggs and bacon and a slice of good fried bread. If you have no bacon, then a sausage will do instead. I don't know if anybody around here can do that. I want eggs and bacon and a slice of good fried bread. If you have no bacon, then a sausage will do instead. Okay, so we'll give it a go. So what happens? Let's sing it all the way through. Are you ready?
Yes.
Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, when it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade. When it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade. That's how I start my day. Just a cup of tea. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. With milk and sugar, just a cup of tea. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. I want eggs and bacon and a slice of good fried bread. If you have no bacon, then a sausage will do instead. Really? Now this is how it works. This section here, you're going to start. So you're going to sing, when it's time for... When you get to, that's how I start my day, right? You will then carry on, but the middle section will then start. Okay? So you start, and when you've done the first section, you then start. When you've done the first section, you start. So we've now got 3 sections. And once you've started, you just keep going. Just keep going all the way. Is there anyone that doesn't know what we're going to do? Good. I think they're not. No. Yeah. Liz has such musical friends, doesn't it? There we go. Now we all ready? Yes. Deep breath. Do that. Do that next. Yes. Hey, loosen up. Loosen up. Here we go. breakfast. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4.
When it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade. When it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade. That's how I start my day. When it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade. When it's time for breakfast, I like toast and marmalade. That's how I start my day.
When I start my breakfast, I like toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade, toast and breakfast, I like toast and marmalade. That's how I start my day. Oh, that's enough for me. That's enough for me. I like eggs and bacon. If you have no bacon, a sausage too instead. I like toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade, toast and marmalade. I like toast and marmalade. That's how I start my day. Toast and tea. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Sugar girls, a cup of tea. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. I want eggs and bacon. A slice of good fried bread. If you have no bacon, a sausage will do instead.
I think you had a good time. I think you can see that we had a fabulous So, thank you very, very, very much for having us. Thanks for Liz, thanks for Heather, and thanks for the village, thanks for. Anyway, thank you very much. Roger to mention I have actually been in over 150. And just around, we've got one little, I just think we should end on, difficult times. And I think we should end on a nice little quiet, sort of reflective moment. So I'd like to bring up Celia, who's just going to send us away on a nice thought.
I didn't know you'd eaten me.
Don't bring it up again.
A little calm end to the day before we'll go home to bed. I've never been in a cupboard with the Archbishop of Canterbury, but I have listened to a worm's prayer. Before he curls up for the night, an earthworm always prays, "Keep me safe from hungry mole, from rain that floods and drowns. May gentle leaves be all that fall, in reds and golds and browns. And whether the soil be sandy, or whether the soil be clay, may no rough stone confound my hole, or block my squirmy way." Amen.